What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you another recipe video. The last one got such good reception that I figured, hey, we'll go ahead and crank out another one. The key with these recipes, guys, is finding stuff that is not only delicious, but will fit into your diet, have relatively good macros, and give you the feeling of eating dessert without all the calories, sugar, and all that stuff. So today we're making a protein Pizookie. If you've never had a Pizookie before, basically it is a chocolate chip cookie that has ice cream on top of it. I don't know if I'll do the ice cream today or not, but I do have some options for you guys in that regard. And I will say real fast that I did take this recipe from the rich homie Travis S himself. Link in description if you want to check out his channel. He's got a ton of great and killer content, and we even have a video we did together that involved an epic burrito. So I'll put the link to both of those, that video and his channel, in the description. You can check him out and see what he is all about. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get this recipe video underway. Are you guys ready? I know I am. As always, let's do it! Alright guys, first thing I'm going to do is go over all the ingredients you're going to need for this. Now there's only 5 ingredients in total, so this will actually be pretty simple to go through. You're going to need yourself some liquid egg whites. Approximately 1 cup is going to be needed for this recipe. We're going to need some canned pumpkin. We're going to be using 240 grams of this, or 2 servings as labeled on this can. We're going to need some protein powder. Now you can use 2 scoops. Travis recommends 2, but I'm going to do 1 for macro's sake. We are using Cookie Delight Rule 1 casein protein. It can be whey protein if you'd like, but I have this casein here. It was cookie flavored, so I figured, hey, this would fit what we're trying to do probably the best. You're gonna need half a teaspoon of pure baking soda for this recipe, as well as some semi-sweet chocolate chips. I will be using 14 grams or 1 tablespoon. So let's go ahead and start weighing this stuff out and get it all mixed up. And before you do any of that, you wanna go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 degrees. There we go. So now the first thing we're gonna do is throw our scoop of protein powder in here. I'm telling you guys, if you're looking for a good casein protein brand, I really love this Rule 1. Their isolate blends are actually extremely good as well. It's a really good company here, guys. Huge fan of Rule 1. 1 scoop in there. Then next up, we need our 1 cup of liquid egg white. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this on my food scale here, tear it out to 0. And then just because I'm meticulously tracking, you don't have to do this, but just because I am, I'm going to go ahead and weigh it out just to make sure everything is on point and I'm remaining accountable to myself. So 215 grams, dump it in here. There we go. Next up, we're gonna add our pumpkin in. So I grab my can here and I have a can opener. Go ahead and open this can with it. As you can see, this utensil really fits its name, can opener. And at this point, now that we got this open, what I'll do is move my food scale right here in front of us, put my bowl right on it. That way I know for certain we're getting 240 grams in here. Gonna use a spoon to coax this out. There we go, 240 grams. And then next up, we need our half teaspoon of baking soda. So I actually have a 1/4 teaspoon here, so we're gonna need 2 of these. And 2, there we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the scale and I'm gonna weigh myself out some of these chocolate chips. 5, we're going for 15 grams here. And there we go, that is 15 grams. Now I'll go ahead, put my chocolate chips in here, and that will be all the ingredients. Now what we gotta do is just mix this up. Go ahead, grab myself a whisk and get to whisking. And the better you mix this, guys, the better it's gonna turn out. You really want all these ingredients to blend all the way together to ensure while it's baking that half of your cookie isn't protein powder, half of it's pumpkin. You really want it to be blended clear through. Plus, you get these chocolate chips mixed down deep in there. It's gonna make this taste a whole lot better. And as you can see, guys, we are almost mixed up here. You really want it to have a smooth consistency throughout. And here we go, guys. This is about as mixed up as this is gonna get. Check it out. So at this point now, it's time to just get our pan ready. Now at this point, we have our pan here. I am actually using a circular deep pan here. I'm not really sure what you would even call this. I literally bought this just for this recipe. But if you don't wanna go out and buy a pan like this, you can just use a aluminum foil style pan. They're a couple bucks at the store, but I think I only paid like $5 for this. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and hit this with some non-stick cooking spray. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and take our batter here and fit it in our pan. I'm telling you guys, this smells really good. I'm excited. The pumpkin, I don't want to say it turned me off at all, but when I heard it was pumpkin, I was kind of surprised just by looking at it and smelling it. I really think this is going to turn out amazing. All right, then you want to go in and make sure you spread it out evenly. And there we go, guys. And then at this point, all you want to do is place it in the oven for 15 minutes. So I'll put it right there on the top rack, close it, set a timer, 15, boom, and I'll check back in when it's done. 2, 1. There we go. It's hard to, there we go. All right, let's see what we got. and oh, fog. Okay, so if we look down in here, pay attention to this. It's still a little shaky on top, so we're gonna go ahead and let this go for probably another 5 minutes or so. Cook times may vary depending on your protein and some other factors as well. So we'll go ahead, we did 15, but we're gonna give it about 5 more. All right, second time's a charm. Yeah, getting better with this glove. Whoa, up, didn't learn the fog lesson from last time. Wait for this to clear up. All right, let's see what we got. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what I like to call the fork test. Okay, still pretty soft in there. I think we're gonna go ahead and give it 5 more. Well, see, it seems done on the outside. The middle is a little soft. I think 5 more minutes and this would be about perfect. It might be best to pull it now, but this is our first time doing this recipe, so we're gonna go ahead and give her 5 more. Slide you back in, close you up. All right, fingers crossed that at this next juncture, we will be good to go. We're back at it again, guys. Fingers are crossed this time. I think we'll be good. Boom, open, sesame. All right, that looks good to me. And would you look at that, guys? That looks just like a Pizookie I would get at Shades here locally, or you might have a Pizookie restaurant near you, but there's only one near me that has Pizookies that I know of, and that is Shade on the Canal. Look at this. All right, guys. So basically the way these work is you eat them strictly out of the pan. So we're gonna wait for this to cool, but I have a little surprise for you. It wouldn't be a Pizookie without adding some ice cream, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Now, we have vanilla bean here. This is probably the best macros when it comes to Halo Top. So I think we're gonna go ahead and add 2 servings of this, only 120 calories on top of that to just make it delicious. Guys, I'm gonna weigh out 2 servings of this, and I'm gonna use my Arctic Zero ice cream scoop here. I feel like this is committing a capital offense here, eating Halo Top with an Arctic Zero ice cream scoop. They sent this to me for free, so shout out Arctic Zero, and also shout out Halo Top. You both have my love and support. So we need approximately 128 grams of this ice cream. Now, you don't need the ice cream on here to still make this good. From what I've heard, I'll let you know the verdict on that when we do our taste test. But if you have the macros, you want to have a little fun and make it legitimately like a Pizookie, you want your ice cream on here. 1, 2, and perfect, guys. Look at this. Let's do a taste test. I am excited to give this a try. I have not had a Pizookie in, it's been a long time. Ask Ankrum, he'll tell you. It's been a long time. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna try it first without the ice cream and see how it is. So we'll get ourselves a nice bite here. This is gonna be bite numero uno. Nice little piece of Pizookie. We'll see if it can stand alone by itself without any ice cream, because I'm gonna read you off the macros for it by itself and the macros for it with the ice cream. So 3, 2, 1. I'll be honest, it is not as good as like a protein waffle. Still amazing, in my opinion. Like, this is still something I will make in the future and still eat, but not as delicious, not as like, holy crap, not double seal of approval worthy. Definitely single seal of approval. Go ahead and do one more just to make sure. Got a chocolate chip that time. Still good, guys. It's, I guess, the healthy version of a cookie, because you gotta kind of expect that, but not bad. Pretty good. Seal of approval worthy for sure. Now let's do a bite with ice cream. All right, so we have chocolate chips, ice cream, and Pizookie right on there. Hopefully you can see that. All right, let's go ahead and give this a try. 3, 2, 1. Now mix with that ice cream. That totally gets the double seal of approval. Totally. That ice cream kind of masks the non-cookie flavor you might have been getting, and it kind of just completes the entire thing, makes it seem more like an actual Pizookie. That is really good. I recommend the ice cream for sure. Awesome recipe. Thanks again, Travis. Now, this recipe without any of the ice cream and just the original base, just the cookie itself, is going to be 406 calories, with the macros being only 5 grams of fat, which is really nice and really easy to fit into your macros. Fat for me is the hardest thing to balance out, so low fat is essential right here. 53 grams of protein, so if you're having trouble hitting those protein macros, here you go. And then 34 grams of carbohydrates, but that gives us a whopping 7 grams of fiber from the pumpkin. And if you think about all of our ingredients here, the chocolate chips have some sugar in them, which is probably the worst part, but other than that, really you're getting nice, good quality carbohydrates in the form of the pumpkin. So can't go wrong with that. And then if we break it down to include the ice cream, we have 526 calories. And that puts our macros at 9 grams of fat, 65 grams of protein, and 62 grams of carbs. So with the ice cream, it gets a little harder to manage, but honestly, for me, I'll be able to fit this into my plan today pretty easy because I have 150 grams of carbs to play with, 250 grams of protein, and only 55 grams of fat, which both of these recipes, ice cream or without, the fat is still pretty low. So easy to manage, guys, but go ahead and do another one here. With that ice cream, guys, this is a double seal of approval recipe for sure. For sure. So give this a try, guys. I want you to comment below. Let me know what you think after you try this. If you think it looks good, let me know. Yeah, I look forward to seeing how you guys think this recipe ends up tasting. I love posting these, guys, because the dieting lifestyle is so much easier when you have little things like this to make you think you're not quite dieting, guys. Dieting doesn't have to be boring. Dieting doesn't have to just be chicken, rice, and broccoli every day. You can throw stuff like this in your plan and still make progress. If you've been following my shredding season series, you've seen that I've been doing stuff like this almost every single day, and I'm still getting leaner by the day, dropping weight, maintaining muscle mass, and doing everything I set out to do from the get-go. So, like I said, dieting is not being deprived. Dieting is just being more intelligent about your nutrition and putting your best foot forward in certain scenarios to make sure that you are reaching your goals in a fast and efficient and timely manner. So, thank you guys, as always, for all your support. And for those of you wondering if you don't like pumpkin, apparently you can swap this out with unsweetened applesauce and it'll do just about the same thing, kind of like my protein waffle recipes. With that, guys, I'm out of here. Once again, description box below, check out Travis's channel, Cool Genuine Dude. We have another collab coming up very soon. Maybe if you have some ideas for what you'd like to see us do, comment below. And as always, don't forget to smile, remain positive, and pay someone a compliment because you never know whose day you could be making better. With that, I'm out of here. This has been a Remington James production, and I'll see you guys at the next video. See you guys.